I'm just kind of holding Colin down, see, I have to use my hands to hold him, hug him, keep my belly on him and stuff like this, right? So if he starts to wiggle, go ahead, start wiggling. I have to use all this other stuff, and it's really hard. So like, I have to keep wearing him down. But if I could just maybe put an emergency brake on him, and I really like this for you younger guys and lower level people, because you could start applying this to higher rank guys and hold people down really quick. So what we're gonna practice first is our first drill. So come over here a little bit, camera person, and I'm gonna get underneath his neck. And I wanna pull and isolate this arm, okay? All I'm gonna do now is reach down and grab this lapel. And I'm gonna open this guy up. And you'll notice like I'm pulling it down at like, if that's 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Boom, just like this. You'll see me just open it up. I feed it underneath and get as much as I can. And I'm holding it. Now you see my little tail right there? Get as deep as you can. From right there, this is the beginning. You have to first just be good at, boom, 1, 2, 3. Because now here, start wiggling on me. It's so much harder to go places, right? And that's what makes it so fun, okay? So we're here, and this is just gonna stay open for a while. I'm gonna come in here just like this. He's framing my forearm. His forearm in my throat. Come down, just grab this lapel and just take your time and get that lapel right there. I want as much slack at the end, so I grab it low right to there. And now from here, I can come in and I can hold just like this. He tries to bump into me. Yeah, I'm just holding him. Now this doesn't look very cool because Colin is significantly smaller than me, right? So you get out of here, bring a big boy in. Watch this, leverage is leverage. I want to pin this shoulder, see? So I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna get underneath the neck, all right now, and I'm just gonna start opening this guy up. And as I open it up, see, I'm just kinda, we call this prepping the lapel. Open, feed. Now right here, now watch. I'm gonna pull this tight, no weight, turn into me. Yeah, that sucks, huh? Because all I'm doing is pinning my hand to the mat, but I got his lapel. This just gives me time. And for you lower ranks, you're not gonna be so great at putting pressure on people yet, especially you little ones. You don't have any pressure. So this is just gonna help. See, because now here I can ride Bill out a little bit, and that shoulder's pinned, and it sucks, right? Yeah, so you see what we're doing? So we're here, get this lapel. I'm under the neck. I gotta be under the neck. Open it and start feeding it and get as low as you can, because we're gonna need this slack later, okay? So don't be holding it up here, especially on just this hold. Just get right here and hold this guy, okay? So what I want you to do, so that's what we're doing. What you're going to practice now is this. We'll start here, under the neck. Here, I'm just gonna come, open, feed, 1. Come back, open, feed, 2. Back, open, feed, 3. You're gonna do it 10 for 10. Keep doing 10 for 10 until I say stop, okay? His job right now is just to bump into me and just wiggle a little bit, all right? So he can wiggle left, wiggle right, try to throw me, try to cut the knee in. I have to hold him down and I have to make this work. So as and I'm not even gonna have head control. I'm just gonna put my chest on him like this. See what he's doing? He's already blocking my arm. He's a good jiu-jitsu guy, learns from me, you know. Okay, so here he starts to wiggle. So we're moving, I have to start getting head control. And as I start to get it, I'm gonna start opening up this lapel at the same time. I gotta deal with all this. Oh, there, good. Now I got it. Stop. Start back over. Ready, go. And I'm doing it again. I might have to hold him like this. See how I'm holding him? Okay, I'm opening up that lapel. Oh, got his foot in there. Stop. We gotta practice just doing that. Because the rest of this training that we're doing today, you're not gonna learn anything. You're gonna learn a bunch of moves that you can do with no resistance. Now, give me 30% resistance. Just wiggle, 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 wiggle. Bill's giving it to me a little bit, which is good. Blocking my arm, wiggling. I can handle that. But I can't take my dude over here that's never played baseball before in his life. Okay, well, I'm just making that up. But let's say he's never played baseball before in his life. Put him in a batter's box, and I start throwing 50-mile-an-hour fastballs at him. He can't hit the ball. He's never held a bat. We have to do this appropriately. Stance. Get him on the tee. Hit the ball. Start lobbing some to him. 20 miles an hour, 25, 30. Build him up. Then he can hit 50-mile-an-hour fastballs. Does that make sense? So we have to take that training approach with martial arts. They do it everywhere else. We just got to do it appropriately in jiu-jitsu, in kickboxing, in MMA. Okay? So we're going to have our training partner. They're going to lay down. They're just going to wiggle. Okay? 30%. Literally, I want to make it somebody good, right? So come here. Watch. You get side control on me. Put your chest on me. Ready, set, go. Until you lock. Now get up, set. There it is. When he turns my chin like that, he wins. Boom. And we rinse and repeat. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to go 3 for 3 for time. And then you just keep switching it up. 1, 2, 3. Slow this down. Do a static rep. I'm under the neck, just like this. I'm going to reach down, start opening this guy up. And like I said, I open it up and get as much out as I can. Okay? This is called prepping the lapel. As I get this guy under here and I start to make this happen. And now I've got my cinch right there. Once my cinch is good, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to find his pants. You can grab his belt, grab his pants, whatever. First thing that's going to happen, I'm going to keep this shoulder pressure and bring my knee up. Once I bring my knee up, you'll see me kind of extend my arm so his head's turned, and I'm going to come right to here. And then you'll see my hand start to slide down, and I'm going to feed that hand to there now. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
And now, from here, what's going to happen is I got this lapel. All right? Now, not all lapels are created equal. Okay? So I have to get some more. He's got a very short one. So now what's going to happen is this free hand is going to come back into play. But this is a lot of handing off right now. Okay? It's a lot of, windshield wiping, wash the car, paint the fence and stuff. So I'm going to just take this nice and slow. So I'm here. I got my pressure. I open it up, feed this underneath, get this as tight as I can. Once I get it tight, grab right to here, knee up first. Okay? And then pop and bring this leg up. Slide my hand down to the end. All the way to the end. See my hand? All the way to the end. Bring my other hand in front of it. Like this. It's called a baseball bat. So I slide this hand down, feed that one to there, get as high up as I can, and now I'm here like this. I'm going to drive my elbow down and push him just like this. Because what do you think is going to happen? I'm going to expect a whole bunch of resistance, right? I'm going to expect that hand to come into play. I'm going to expect that hand to come into play. Not right now, because we're going to feel all that out in the resistance round. Okay? Also, see how I'm forcing him away from me? He's going to do what? He's going to want to turn into me. And we're going to hit that choke. Okay? Does this make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, this is all cool stuff. But for now, static, coordination, slow and steady wins the race. Do it correctly. Okay? One more time. We're here. Now, how about this? Hey, coach, what if he underhooks me? See right there? Oh, see how he wants to do that? This is the best time. Try to come up on the underhook escape. Yeah, great. See? You see? Turn him away. Come through. Lapel grab right to there. Oh, arm bar, wrist lock. Okay? But get right to here. Just like this. Knee on the belt. And now, my shin is on his hip. Okay? I can push him away by doing that, or I can bring him back. Feel that right there? See, because driving my knee right on his hip bone will make the choke work. Okay? So, nice and slow on these. Let's do it 3 for 3. All heads facing that way. Repping. No resistance. 1, 2, 3. Hand on. So, I'm in position right to here. I open this guy up. I start prepping the collar. I feed this really good. Once I get him turned just like that, that to me is like cinched. Then from here, you'll feel my hand come back, and I'll put my hand like right by his hip, and you'll see my knee come up, okay? Once my knee starts to come up, I'm gonna start coming up underneath, and I'm sliding down this slack. I'm sliding down the slack as I feed it to my other hand. So I'm feeding it to my other hand right to here, okay? Now, from here, I want Colin to start turning into me, okay? If he doesn't start turning into me, see my knee is, I'm forcing him that way with all my pressure. So what I do is I start to push him back. See that right there? See that rock? Let me do it. Yes, sir. You feel my hip. See, I'm pushing down on his hips. Because look, if I push here on his hips turn that way. If I push here on his hips, they turn that way. Because right now, with my shin across his belly, I'm turning him, forcing him that way. But when I push down with my foot, I force him to turn in. And he wants to turn in. Okay, so when I'm here, I start to kind of force this turn in. You see how my arm is stiff? Even here, I drop my forearm and I start to push down on this shoulder to turn him in. My hand comes around. Now when it comes around, he's gonna have his chin tucked. That's fun. So from here, I'm gonna start using my elbow to push his jaw. When I go right here, when I push his jaw, it exposes the neck. I wanna touch, karate chop him there, right there, okay? Everybody does this. They go shallow on their choke. Don't go shallow on your choke. I push his jawline and I put my forearm right to there. Now my forearm is touching everything on his neck. And then here I just little bite. Once I bite that, I drop my elbow and I pull this one. So this one drops, this one pulls.
Yes, sir.
That's terrible, isn't it? I'm sorry, Bubba. You're a nice guy. Okay. Okay, so all of this together. Feed it, cinch it, get that knee onto the belly, turn him away and get this lapel feed, that nice and tight. Use your forearm to push down on this shoulder to turn him into you. See that turn? Boom. Here, see how his head? Just use your elbow to start pushing his face away. Expose that neck. Get your fingertip grip behind his back. Then slide your elbow down. Once it's down in front of his neck, you might have to give him a little shake and bake. Then from here, I drop the elbow, I pull the other elbow. Drop, pull. Just like that, okay?
Yes, sir.
Everybody cool with this?
Yes, sir.
And this is an amazing choke. It totally works. And the whole time I'm knee on belly, it's really hard. What most ding-dongs don't know is if he would just barrel roll that way, he'd get right out of it, okay? Does that make sense? But they don't know that. They think, I gotta turn into him, I gotta turn into him, I gotta turn into him. Cool, no problem. All right, let's hit it. 1, 2, 3. So our first one, we went for the X choke, okay? This next one, I'm gonna come in here and do all the same stuff. I'm gonna open this lapel up right to here, snatch this guy up behind, get my cinch, come up right to here, knee onto the belly. See here, open this up, put my hand underneath. I pull this into that one, right to there, okay?
Sir.
Now, as I'm going for my first attack, so see how he's turning away? I'm dropping this forearm right here, turning him in. Now you see this grip right here? I can grab right to there and try to make my X choke work. Sometimes you might have a hard time. Sometimes I might try to, he's dropping his chin really good. I try to, push his head a little bit or use my forearm, and I can't get it in. Or the whole time he sees this hand, he starts to defend it. He grabs it. See how he's grabbing it? Okay. So, because he knows now he's already been X-choked a whole bunch of times, right? As he sees his hand chopping, or he sees my hand coming around, he starts to push it off his head. Oh, okay. I'm going to grab the hand. Now what I'm going to do, see how my knee's on his belly? I'm going to pull him all the way to his side. And when I pull him to his side, I'm going to stuff it between him and I. That's his humerus bone, okay? This is not very funny for him, okay? I push it right to here, and I'm going to stuff it on my chest, right on my sternum. I'm going to pull this guy down, and as I do this, I'm going to hit the sprawl and crunch, right to there. So you okay, Bubba? Okay. So what's happening is I'm pushing this down and pulling this up at the same time. and I'm getting that compression. It's gonna feel kind of like a triangle choke almost. Okay, and this is called the Bravo, not Bravo, Bravo. One more time, sir. Yes, sir. Forearm him in the throat. He's being a real pain. Okay. Feed this guy. Hand to the hip. Drive him away. Knee onto the belly. Turn him. Feed. Come in for my X choke. He defends. Oh! Grab this arm. Now you see how he's turned this way? I start dropping him and pulling him on his side. Putting this right into that pocket. I'm going to hug his head. And when I hug, I'm going to kind of sprawl and pull. Boom. Okay, so I'm pushing this down as I'm pulling this up. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's good for you. Okay, now you have to practice one to get the real good crunch. Some people might not crunch out. Okay, some people are going to be a little more flexible. You know, not every move is for everyone, but you're going to have to explore it. Okay, and this is a fun one. Now, what might happen is, just so we're clear, is not all moves are created equal. When I get this fed under here, sorry, and I start to get this to here like this, and I'm trying to make it work, but what happens is he pulls his elbow out. Boom, I go back to the first one. Okay? Cool?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, let's make the Bravo work. 1, 2, 3. So now, we are gonna go into all the same stuff that we've been practicing. So I'm gonna be underneath his head right to here. I'm gonna be here like this. Now, what's gonna happen is you know, he might be forearming me into the throat. I'm reaching down. He might even try to be underhooking. When he underhooks, this is the best time to reach down and grab this guy and open this guy up. So like right here, feeding this around, and he keeps that underhook and tries to turn into me. See that right there? This just nullifies that underhook, okay? So now what's gonna happen is I am gonna straighten my leg, and I'm gonna do what we call a reverse switch base. Okay, you're not sleeping, are you?
No, okay.
I'm reverse switch basing, okay? Because I don't want him to see what I'm about to do. So I'm back here like this, okay? And he might be forming my throat or whatever. And I'm just right here. See here? I'm opening up my lapel. And when when I go to turn back into him, see I got my knee blocking his hip. I bring this knee back in, and you see I can go over his arm. I don't want to do that. I want to go under. So I'm like, he's driving my neck really hard. Ah, good. See right there? I fed it right over his bicep. I let go of his lapel, and I grab mine. And it really helps to only do this to people that wear the same color gi. Okay, because if I had a white gi on, you would see this coming a mile away. But you see now, I fed my lapel right to here. Okay, now I come back and I block his hip. Then from here, and I drop my chest. Okay, once I drop my chest, I got the grip. I'm not going to do anything except circle my body. You see where my hand is? That's where I want to put my head. So I'm just literally going to circle. I put it right there. All right. Now, people that got a good strong neck, I'm going to do it, but I will let go. Okay? Okay, so don't freak out. You may start circling and they might start running with you. So now I'm going to have to do the complete ninja roll.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay? So when I get right to here and I feed this and I'm holding him and I start to turn away, I open up my lapel, okay? And you'll start to see me snake it in. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll put it in my teeth and I'll come in like this, feed it over, block his hip, just like this. Then I'm gonna start, you'll see me step up and I'll start to circle. And I'll try to do this and it's not working. So if I really wanna crank, let's see me, wow. But I was very polite, I let go. Because if I would have ninja rolled and held on to it, his neck would have went, okay? So, is everybody picking up what I'm putting down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is a super fun one. This is actually called the ninja choke. Okay, that's what they call it on the internet, the ninja choke, right? So, from here, actually, you know what? You want to see this, don't you? Yeah, no, you're not. Switch! Dylan. Okay, so here, a new victim, volunteer. We're in like this. Open this guy up just like this. All the same stuff. I'm holding him. You see I turn him away a little bit, and I just prep the collar. Open it up. And then I start coming back, and first thing I do is I show him my chin. So he pushes it up. There's a hole there. Feed it back. Grab his butt. Now what I do, you see how he's driving into my chin? I move my head. Boom, put it back on the ground. Turn. Okay? And it's all body. And this is a slick move. Cool?
Sure.
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. So all the same stuff. You'll notice that everything that I'm showing in this series starts with just the feed. Because the feed is the positional control. Positional control first, then all the cool stuff second. Okay? And if you don't get anything else but good positional control, you won. Okay? Just always remember that. So I'm in. I'm going to get my positional control. Okay? Now, what happens is here's the problem. I'm trying to do this right to there, but Dylan's been here a whole bunch, and he knows. Yeah, you see what he's doing? Puts his elbow down. So he knows that I'm trying to do that. See, he keeps doing that. Well, that's very frustrating. Thanks, pal. Now we don't have an arm. Guess what we're gonna do? We'll come up right to here like this, okay? And you see this arm, he doesn't like it there. So he's probably gonna bring it back in. And when he does, he just turns on his side. So I'm just gonna hold his arm right here. Now, other things that can happen. See how he's got that control right to there? See this lapel? I can grab this one. Grab that one, and I can start choking him, right? But if he loops his head out, get the arm, okay? So this is all the fun stuff. So when you get in here like this, as I start to try to do this right to here, you see he does that? I'll get right here like this, okay? And we can just start cranking that guy down, right? Start pushing this. And these start to happen. Or what happens is he, as I go to do this right here, he like wiggles his hand out. Oh, see now how it's around his neck? See this? So instead of taking this under, we went over. See that? Now all I do is I just kind of this is what you want right here? Just a little more torture?
It would go from there to baseball also.
Oh yeah, right. Oh, of course. So you have over the arm, under the arm, trap the arm. And I'm killing it right now, right? Because even here, watch this. Trap the arm. See, I got that trapped, and I'm up high on him. See, I pin that. And you get triangles. So there's like so much cool stuff, and he can't go anywhere. And that's what makes it special, is that he can't go anywhere, okay? Because how many times you try to do a cool move on somebody and they just keep moving? Just need you to stay so I can play. This is my playground, okay? So this provides all of that for you, okay? So your one little move for today, I showed a bunch of cool stuff. I'm gonna open this guy up. He's gonna pin it over the top, okay? Once I get over the top, hand to the hip, knee to the belly, okay? Now from here, he pulls his arm out. Just capture this arm right to here, okay? So I got this arm, step over, and just get the arm bar. And that's something that you can do right now and have another move. Cool? Good? 1, 2, 3.